Hey everybody, this is Stalk with Weekly Battlefield and Ruin Your Day. I'm here with Everybody Knows. Everybody Knows.
Hey, Brett.
Do you prefer EK, Everybody Knows, Alex, or Mr. Knows?
I prefer Alex because in Portland, this one time I introduced myself as EK, and it turns out there's a prison gang, like a white supremacist prison gang in Oregon called EK, like European Kindred. So they were like, what? And I was like, oh, hey, my name's Alex. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. So, Alex.
Speaking of Alex, yesterday you battled Freck, whose name was also Alex. At any point in the writing, did you feel like you were battling yourself due to the name confusion?
You know what? Not really, but I had a half a round of like Alex shit where I'm like, well, you ain't even the best Alex in King of the Dot. You ain't even the best Alex in fucking California. You ain't even the. But then I didn't know where I was going with it, so I had to lose it.
You were cooking, you were gassing, you were spazzing, you were going in, you went the fuck in, you were on, you went ham sandwich, you went to town, you blew up, you did great, you did cray, you were cray.
Right. I said it again.
You said it again. You talked that shit.
The shit was talked. Yeah.
You talked it. You let him know. You informed him. How do you feel you did?
I feel I did pretty terrible. You know what I mean? Like Frack is like he's a bizarro version of myself, and I was like, well, I must love myself. So how am I supposed to defeat myself if I love myself? But you know, a lot of people these days they defeat themselves all the time. Like a lot of people's greatest enemies are themselves. So I looked at it as like not a struggle between like two opposing external forces, but like an internal. I just contradicted myself, huh?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I did.
Would you consider yourself Hawaiian?
Yeah, I'm like, barely. I'm like 1/6 fucking teenth or some shit like that, dude.
Now, the Hawaiian is almost a blanket term for Polynesian, Samoan. I'm sure there's others. I don't believe there's any Filipino trace, but that often gets blended together. Just a Pacific Islander thing. So what's your favorite breakfast cereal?
My favorite breakfast cereal is Cookie Crisp because when I was a kid, no one, like my mom, my dad, my aunties, uncles, and no one was down with the Cookie Crisp. They were like, no, it's like fucking having cookies for breakfast. I was like, that's the point. It's amazing, but it's cereal. They sell it in the cereal aisle. So I think that we should invest in some Cookie Crisp. And they're like, no. So these days, when I'm feeling some cereal, I just get some Cookie Crisp because it's like making up for all the Cookie Crisp that I never ate before in my childhood.
Absolutely, and you're an adult and you're allowed to do what you want. You've earned that right, being on this earth for the 23 years you've been here. So you battled at Scribble Jam.
Yeah, I did, and it was like the last year that they did it. I was like, yo, I don't care how far I get. I just want to make it onto the DVD. But I made it to the semifinals. I lost to No Can Do in the Final Four, but then they didn't put out a DVD that year.
So considering the fact you just got your bars off, which I didn't say in the spiel, do you have anything lined up in the future?
Well, I'm going to be battling Step Easy at No Coast in June. I'm going to be
Whoa!
Young Step and Young OG Step, and it's going to be really good. It's in Minneapolis, and I've never been to Minneapolis or anywhere in Minnesota before, so I'm really looking forward to it. Shouts out to K2. Hi, what's up? I'm going to be visiting you in in July.
Speaking of K2, there's a playful aura about you in terms of drug use. What made you want to cut your hair?
Segue. Well, it was just getting in the way, man. It was just getting in the way. It was in my eyes all the time, and I wish I had like a really cool like story about it, but I don't.
Did you cut your hair to combat Rufio from Peter Pan lines?
You know what? It's not something that's been weighing very heavily on my mind for battles because it's only happened like twice. The Rufio line's only been dropped like twice, so I'm just like, well, I guess. The real thing is, like, maybe a couple years ago, I got into like a fight, and this dude was like pulling on my hair like a girl, and I'm just like, oh, you bitch, but that's all I could do because fucking I'm like, he's like fucking like he's like over here, I'm like over here with my head down, I'm like, ah, you bitch, and I'm like fucking, I'm like, you know what, this has to end. I can't do this anymore. If I wanna like destroy everyone in the world, I need to fucking not have hair that can be used against me.
How many rounds did you have for Laughingstock before you backed out on him twice?
Oh, I had like 6, dude. 3 full rounds for each time that I backed out. I rewrote it like twice because I backed out twice. And I was well on my way into the third one until I heard Laughing Stock's bars for Jeffrey as we bounced them off each other in preparation for our battle, and I said, you know, Laughing Stock, you know we can't battle now, right? Because you just fucking scared the shit out of me, and I'm never gonna battle you. And he said, oh man, dude, well that just sucks, you know. Like I always like killing people like mercilessly, like without a care in the world, ripping heads off, like literally the spinal cord's still attached. You give it a little jerk and make it pop off. But fucking, I didn't want that to happen to me, so I was just like, nah, dude.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's popping off after a little jerk. Fun fact, I was not intimidated to battle you, but it's one of those things you knew beforehand where maybe your A game might not be good enough. So I had a ground zero battle against another, a separate person who happens to also be Asian named Crispy the Buddha Head.
Oh, Crispy.
And I had some Asian stuff I was going to take from that never came out to you. And then I realized it wasn't good enough. So the fact the battle never happened is a blessing in disguise for both of us because you just destroyed a small white child, which I often feel I am as well. And I'm glad that we can move on and take on, completely different people like Step Easy.
Yep, exactly. And I can't wait till you battle Step Easy as well, because I think we should just like pass like Step Easy around amongst all of the people. I think SM should battle Step Easy after that at No Coast, because he'll just be like, oh man, and then Mage BTM is gonna be like, hey, so you did great against Step. Do you have any opponents for Step? I'm like, oh, SM, of course. And because SM's never lost. Step Easy has.
He hasn't.
He's arguably never lost too, but SM has not arguably ever lost. There's no arguing that.
One time SM couldn't make it to a venue, and he 3-0'd the dude, and he wasn't there.
I think I might. Which time was that though? That's
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Fuck, man. See, the thing about SM is, like, he's like a fucking David Banner mixed with fucking E Honda mixed with fucking just thousands of hands, and that's that song Like a Pimp remix, the one with Busta Rhymes on it, where he's like every fucking Busta Rhymes remix since like 2004 or something like that, and fucking but with more effectiveness, and I feel that would just like obliterate any Step Easy put in their way.
So this has been an interview with Everybody Knows for Ruin Your Day, and at the end of the day, SM's never lost. Thank you for watching.
Ah.